So we just finished building the TurboPi by HiWonder. This is a really simple robotics car that is going to get us into building robots using a pre-made kit. So if you want to know how we assembled this robot, you're going to have to check the last video we made, which was all about putting this thing together straight out of the box. Now that we have it fully assembled, we're going to turn it on and we're going to see what kind of a stock program comes with this robot. Basically, they include an app on your phone that can be accessed by a tablet. It allows you to do simple controls for this little robotic car. So we're going to get into that. But eventually, we're going to have to program this robot from scratch using ROS and using Ubuntu. So initially, we can kind of figure out what this robot is capable of, but we want to write our own code. So for now, let's just turn this on and I'll give you a preview of what comes stock on the app out of the box. So it's important that you make sure this power cable that's coming from the batteries is actually plugged into the controller that's on top of the Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi has a power outlet on this side, but the controller on top needs the power, and it delivers power to the Raspberry Pi. And if we turn on the battery here underneath, and then if we turn on the controller, we can see that we have lights that are coming on, indicating that both the Raspberry Pi is receiving power and the controller on top is also getting power. So as soon as you turn it on, it's actually going to start reading the memory on the SD card that's inserted into the Raspberry Pi. And that should give us what we need to connect through the Wi-Fi onto our phone. So in order to connect your TurboPi to the app on the phone, you need to take a picture of this QR code right here. And that's basically going to take you to the App Store where you're going to launch this app. And initially, this is the screen you get, and you click on the TurboPi, and it's going to be searching for one of the robots. In order to get this, you're going to have to add it, and you're going to have to go into your Wi-Fi settings. So if I quickly show you what's going on here, it's actually connected to this, and the password for that is just HiWonder. All of this is explained in this manual right here. You just have to make sure you're connected to this, and then when you come here, it will automatically search for available local kind of like Wi-Fi hotspots, and then you can connect to this. Now, the simple, I've done all these, but the simple kind of demonstration one is this. So you can see that the robot itself has a camera on it, and we can move it like this. So if we pan up, this is actually a remote control. We can pan up, and in the background, we can see that this is moving the camera. So that's kind of cool. And then we can do things like spin it. So in the background, you can see this thing is spinning. Let's bring it back towards us a little bit. So this guy right here is almost like a motion controller. So you can see, let's put it out here. There you go. So this thing is controlling the motion, and I can go in the forward direction. I can go in diagonal. I can go basically in any direction. See, this is what's good about omnidirectional. I can move left and right without actually having to turn. This is going to make it way more confusing, but a little bit funner. And now you can see how I'm operating it. See? So now you can see me behind the camera. Hello. And the robot is looking at us here. So you can see me operating this behind the camera on the screen. Isn't that cool? And then you can see our setup right there. So there you go. So that's basically what it comes with stock. There's also color recognition, there's target tracking, there's line following, And we can do all those, but it would be way better if we started building our own programs and controlling our robot ourselves. As you can see, this little robot can move in any direction, in diagonal, sideways, either way, backwards, forwards. And we can build this again. This is a very simple user interface, but we can kind of add more features in here so I can control the camera a little better. And that's all fun, but really we want to get into programming this entire robot from scratch, making it autonomous, and just preparing ourselves so we can build our own robots and define what those do. So that's it for this video. The next video, we're gonna jump into Ubuntu 22.04, and we're gonna start downloading everything you need to program this robot and every other robot we're gonna be making on this channel. For now, enjoy a little fun dance by our robot.